Hey guys, welcome to my first WWE video log. This one's just kind of unscripted and just my first one, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to be talking about TLC and then the follow-up show of the Raw the next night, and just go from there. So let's start with TLC. Oddly enough, 2 handicap matches in it. That was kind of stupid, but they were both alright. The WWE continues to try and bury Daniel Bryan for some unknown reason. But he still seems to prevail as a very popular character with his yes chant. We had the CM Punk versus The Shield in the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag match, which Goldust and Cody Rhodes won. But the weird thing is about that is it seems like they want to do Big Show and Rey Mysterio versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes, so like a babyface versus babyface tag team feud, and that's just kind of strange to me. Babyface versus babyface feuds do work. I mean, dude, just look at Daniel Bryan versus John Cena. That worked really well. It's just, this one's kind of weird how they're doing it. But I do like the fact of Rey Mysterio being back in a tag team, because when he's in a tag team, he doesn't have to do all the work, and we might get him for a little bit longer, because as we all know, he's been super accident-prone recently, or injury-prone. Then, like I said, Daniel Bryan was in a handicap match against the Wyatts, because... you know what? I'm surprised I can even see him on TV under all that dirt. I'm just saying. Which he lost, because they just keep it. Then we had the main event, which was John Cena and Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, because of the way they're phrasing the title, they're making it seem like that's the first time those championships have ever been unified, but in reality, the first unified champion was Chris Jericho in, 2000? And they specifically made a point not to kind of bring that up on the show, and I don't know if it's just because he's gone for a little bit or whatever. And now here's the problem. We have Randy Orton being jammed down our throat, and Randy Orton is so stale that a Poo to Hospima Pedalon wouldn't sell him at the Quickie Mart. He isn't over as a heel, he's just not doing well. Now, people have been recently discussing, like, oh, but when he was a Legend Killer, he's really good as a heel, or when he was in Evolution, he was really good as a heel. And you're not wrong, but the thing was the reason he was so good as a heel was because other people were putting him over as a heel. Triple H and Ric Flair did all the talking for Evolution. When he was the Legend Killer, it was all Cowboy Bob Orton. The only time he kind of got himself over as a heel was when he was violently attacking John Cena, but even that was alright. That feud got really boring. And now, like I said, he's being crammed down our throat. It wouldn't be as bad if he didn't constantly feud with the people that made him champion, too. Because it seems like Triple H and the Authority don't want to be full bad guys, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It's wrestling. Storylines don't need to be convoluted like this. It should be pretty fucking straightforward. And then we move on to Monday night. Now, the thing was after TLC, I made the point to say that I think I was going to take a break from WWE for a while, when I got news that Daniel Bryan main evented Raw against Randy Orton, and not just main evented, but was beating Randy Orton, so Randy Orton DQ'd himself. I was like, that's amazing. And then John Cena came out and attacked him, so it seems like it's setting up a triple threat match for the Royal Rumble. Now my hope, and I really hope this, is that they actually will put the strap on Daniel Bryan at the Rumble, and if they don't, he needs to at least win the Rumble. Enter in the Rumble and win it. Because there's no reason Daniel Bryan shouldn't be champion right now. He is the hottest guy in wrestling. And yeah, I know, that sounds a little homoerotic, but I'm okay with it. So, we'll see how this continues and goes. Now we have the Friday Night SmackDown. Oh, and in recent news, apparently SmackDown might be going live every week, which would be awesome, because then SmackDown wouldn't just feel like a secondary Raw recap show, because it doesn't feel like it really builds feuds, and that's the point I was going to make about SmackDown coming up, is that I don't know how much it's actually going to help with feud building, And then next week's episode of Raw, I'm pretty sure, is the Christmas episode where we're having a bad Santa versus good Santa match. Damien Sandow, I think, versus Mark Henry. I was honestly kind of hoping we'd see John Cena attitude adjust Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer through a Christmas tree. Because you know what? At this point, I don't think it could get any more absurd than last year. Alright, guys. Well, that was my first WWE video blog, I guess, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm going to try and do these about once a week.